Many months ago, a subscriber, I think it was Junbu, apologize if I butcher your name, but he mentioned about this one, Tropic of Capricorn from the house Olympic Orchid. Now, me being a fan of this house already and the perfumer Dr. Alan Covey, I just know I have to try this one, I have to get it. Now, and if not anything, it's the name Tropic of Capricorn. I was thinking about what this could possibly smell like. Tropic, I'm thinking about the summertime, suntan lotion maybe around the beach. But Capricorn, it is a month of January in the winter up in the northern hemisphere. So that is a very, dichotomy of the two opposites. So that was pretty intriguing, and the subscriber mentioned it. So, you know me, I gotta give it a try. First impression, here we go. Look at this little beautiful box. Now, in case you don't know what this house is about, Olympic Orchids, it's I think it was in northwest of the United States, and Alan Covey, perfumer, makes a lot of unique fragrances. I bought 2 or 3 sample sets, and I thoroughly enjoy them. This is one of those houses I really wish that more people would recognize and support, because a lot of their fragrance, or most of their fragrance, are very unique and different. And I think it really holds the true essence of perfumery, meaning that it doesn't just give us the same stereotypical fragrances, but it gives us a lot of different aspects of it, and it's very interesting. And I always appreciate that. I want some different, right? Especially if you gathering a larger collection, you don't want everything to smell the same, and I really appreciate it. Example, one of their fragrance smells like clay, C-L-A-Y. How cool is that, right? Well, let's go. Welcome to my place. My name is Dave. Just chatting about fragrance, nothing serious, okay? It looks so nice that I don't want to ruin it, but here we go. Is that opening a Christmas present? Okay. Now, one thing I always mention when I'm talking about the smaller houses, I don't mind them using more simple presentation. I understand that when it's a small house, it's a smaller quantity, so things can cost a bit more. And but this bottle itself is pretty cool. Tropic of Capricorn. I think I bought this 15, it has to be more than 15 ml. Oh, I apologize, I forgot how many ml this is, and the oddly shape is kind of hard to tell. But let's go, spray time. Oh, it's not spray. No, I bought this many months ago. But let's go. Whoa, this is very nice. Okay, I guess I'm gonna dab it. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Oh. Whoa. All right. Super quick background. I found this house because I was looking for the zoologist bat, and I found the perfumer Alan Covey. Dr. Alan Covey was the perfumer for the original bat, and then she made that version into her own night flyer. So that's how I got into the house. And after that, I bought sample pack. I really love it. I'm saying that because right now on the opening, it smells very similar vibe to the House of Zoologists, in that they're very unique, and some of them will have an animalic aspect of it, and this one does have that. Right away, I'm smelling that. Okay, there's fruit, category of fruit. Not exactly sure what it is, but this fruit is some floral, some sweet, some animalic, some sort of ambery. There's a lot of stuff going on right away. Oh, this is good. This is exactly what I was looking for when I'm um, when I'm diving into the smaller houses, more unique. You want to say it's niche house, but I don't really care for that term much. It's just a house that's daring to go you're off the beaten path, give it something different. This is really okay. Right away, I gotta say though, this is not your typical designer, okay, which is a great thing for me. This is okay. The undermalic is not figo or anything like that. It's not that direction. It is a little bit like civet or hybrid. I have civet from zoologist. I get a hint of that. But the fruit is coming very strong, and I can't really say exactly what type of fruit. But I'm smelling frangipani. I was just smelling something else a couple days ago, frangipani, the lady's fragrance, and this one has that. This one I would say is right away is unisex or a little bit feminine, just a bit because the flower coming in. But it's not those uber or ultra feminine, okay? Don't think it's like that. It's not that. There's I don't know if it's saltiness or okay, that's why it's tropic. Okay, I get that. I'm getting the flower, floral, some fruity vibe, and the saltiness. That's what the tropic is coming from. But Capricorn, maybe it's the animal Capricorn. Maybe that's what it's referring to. You know me, I always love it when the name suits the smell, and this one does that. I guess I'm playing with words. I'm guessing that's what the Capricorn means. But if I'm missing something, please let me know. I'll definitely look it up. For this type of thing, what I usually do is I'll go into it blind because it's part of the fun to be surprised. But then afterwards, after I dive and dissect as much as I could based on my own smell, then I'll look into it because I want to see what else is it in there, what else I'm missing, and I'll be able to learn from it and pick up more nuances. But right now, all of this is mixing very well together. A lot of times, when you have different aspect of different category of scents that's coming together, some of them is just so different that it's hard to put them together. Like you're talking about animalic here, and the flower, and then this fruitiness, and this the sweet is from the fruit. When that happens, often it's hard to let it mix well together, to let it sing in harmony. But this one does that. I don't feel it's out of place. I don't feel it's water and oil. In fact, I think it's like a smoothie. No, it's not really smoothie. I just mean that things are mixed well together. That would be better. It is in sync. It's coherent. That's what I'm saying. It is very well mixed together. It has to. For this type of categories of different scents to go together, and you have the animality, it can go very wrong. I have experienced things that just not jive well, and you turn my stomach. But this one doesn't. This one actually, this is enjoyable. Even though I would say, like I said before, it's not the mass typical designer house. If that's what you're looking for, then you might need a little bit more time before you start using this one, or you might need more time for your nose to adjust to it. But I've been looking for this type of stuff for a long while. I like the interesting things that actually jives well. It will take me time to learn more about it, my nose to adjust to it. But this one is actually pretty easy going. When the subscriber commented, he was picking this up, and he mentioned that I have to look into it. So I did. Thanks, Junbu. I'm sorry. Is it Junbu or Jongbu? This is really good. So I'm not really feeling any transition here. So what I could pick up is sweet fruit, but the sweet level from 1 to 10, I would say about 4 or 5. Absolutely not overly sweet. No problem there. And floral, I'm only picking up frangipani, and dog maybe jasmine. All right. Yeah, that's all I can guess. And some saltiness, but it's not really super salty like some of the other fragrances that's heavily salted. Oh, I even imagine maybe this is from ambergris. It having that little bit muskiness with the saltiness. So I think that's what the tropic is coming from. Okay, I'm getting it. And the animalic, yeah. I don't know if I'm civet or something. A couple of nights ago, I was just smelling civet. And my kids love it. I was surprised. I thought I was going to have difficulty with the zoologist civet. But my daughter loves it. Okay, so I want to say something since I was mentioning about my daughter. So for who would this be good for, okay? For sure, you gotta, if you're only into the mass opinion designer, you might need a bit more time to adjust to it. But this is a fun thing, though. This is a fun fragrance. Meaning that it's interesting. I like this. I don't know if it's going to transition much because right now, from the first dab to now, it hasn't changed. But that's a good thing, though. In this case, it's really, really nice. I'm smelling all this all at once, all mixed into a bowl. So I was going to say about my daughter thing was, we recently went to an amusement park, and 2 daughters, we went on a ride. First daughter says, that was exciting. The second daughter says, that was scary. But you know what? It's actually the same sensation. Exciting and scary are actually the same sensation to our body. But one interpreted as being scary and the other as being exciting. So that's what I can say about this. I mean, some people say this is challenging, but I say this is fun. This is unique. This is great. I love this one. Thanks, Jumbo. I'm serious. This is really up my alley where I want interesting, good, enjoyable, and not boring. And I could see myself wearing this in the maybe every occasion. Every weather except the high heat. I'll wear this. I can, yes, for sure. How can I say? It's a little bit, I want to say sexy in a way that I could feel this is like an intimate thing. Because a lot of time when the notes is animalic, I will feel it is suitable for 2 people, an intimate situation. I feel this is one of those. So I would say it's kind of sexy in that way. Yeah, this can be an intimate sense where, 2 people in a loving, vibe. Okay. So, yes, this is, okay, I'm not going to drag too long since it's not really transitioning. But what I found was a lot of times it will smell differently at different temperature, different time, different moods. So I'll definitely be wearing this on my own and enjoy this and see if there's anything that changes. Maybe it's worthy of a follow-up if it does. But for now, I would say I will wear this anytime except the high heat. But as far as occasions, because of the animalic, do be careful where you wear it. Okay. I will test it around my family and around my friends to see what they think about this. If it's too difficult for them, every nose can smell different things, right? So I have learned that through the experience. All right. What else can I say? Absolutely nothing similar to this one. Maybe the frangipani. Like I said, I smelled something just a couple days ago. I was smelling, I can't recall the name. I was smelling a lady's fragrance that has that note. So it was very apparent. But there's some sweet fruit, floral, not overly done, not overly feminine. Thanks. This is good stuff. Thank you so much for from this house. The longevity, I did a little dab. At least half a day, no problem. I think it will last longer than that. All right. I hope that is, wait, anything else to mention? Projection, it's okay. It's, typical. It's not a beast. Okay, it doesn't shoot out so much. It's decent projection. Because I didn't do a lot, okay? I didn't dab that much. It's harder with the dabber. But if you buy a bigger bottle, you could get a sprayer. Okay, but because there's so many good offerings from the house, I want to try a lot more of them. I want to buy a lot more of them, so I cannot just buy big bottles every one of them. Maybe you can, but me having a larger collection, yeah, I gotta go small. But this is concentrated. This is I do apologize. I don't know if it's what's the concentration, EDT, EDP, but a lot of times I don't think that matters. A lot of EDT is going to last longer than EDP and so on and so forth, vice versa. So don't really get too hang up on that, at least I don't. But this one is a good concentrator. It's not really extrait. I don't think this is that highly of a oil concentration, but at least EDP, I think. Okay, at least it feels like that. Okay, I hope that is helpful though. If you're not familiar with this house and then you want to try something unique, look into this. I love this house, really do, and I also love the house as zoologist as well. Unique stuff that is good. Alright then, as always, see you next time.